Step number one is you're going to find stuff people are already buying. All right. And then your product is going to be easier, better, and or faster. And then you're going to write an offer statement, and then you're going to send that to the entire TAM, which just means total addressable market. All right. Find stuff people are already buying. There are billions of dollars transacted every single day where people are paying for solutions for problems that they have. You don't need to invent something that doesn't exist yet. You just simply need to find something that already converts on cold traffic, which means you do competitor research. You look at everyone that's in your market. You look what they're doing. All right. And then you take one of these variables, easier, better, and or faster. You can take all three. I would recommend you just try to do one and max the fuck out of it. All right. If you don't know which one, just choose faster. Speed is the best thing you can do with your offer because people like fast results, no matter if you sell to small businesses or enterprise companies. Speed is important. All right. And so if you can choose any of these, choose speed. But if you have a way to see, okay, there's these two businesses who are selling this thing to cold traffic repeatedly, and I know how to make it easier to use for the user and faster, do it. All right? That's how you develop the thing you're building into what actually converts. It doesn't matter what you're building if it's not going to sell. All right? So this is the order you go in. You find stuff people are already buying, then you make it easier, better, and or faster. And then you write an offer statement. So what does a cold traffic offer have? It has 4 components, right? You have the dream outcome, and this is from Alex Hormozi, the offer equation. You have perceived likelihood of achievement, right? How likely or how much do I think what the chances that I will actually achieve this dream outcome? Then you have effort/sacrifice, right? And then you have time delay. And so you want to ideally lower these two and you want to increase these two as much as possible. This is your offer equation here. All right? So dream outcome is just what do they get? How likely are they going to get it? How much do they have to do and how fast are they going to get the thing? If you max these 4, so you make the outcome as high as possible and the perceived likelihood as high as possible via social proof or showing them the exact mechanism, you make the effort and sacrifice as low as possible, which is easier, right? And you make the time delay as little as possible, which is faster, then you can build an offer for a cold market that you can then sell to the entire market. Pretty cool. And so when it comes to the offer statement, you are simply going to write down these points. So you're going to say, what do they get? And who it's for. So we get ICP, which means ideal customer profile, which means who are you selling this to? Who actually spends money on this and gets results from this? Dream outcome, which ideally is quantified, doesn't need to be, without effort, in just time. And then you just increase, you input a guarantee/risk reversal. So if you include a guarantee or a risk reversal, that's certainly needed to sell to cold traffic unless you have banger case studies. All right? If you don't have them or you have just a few, you're going to need this. All right? You're just going to close more people. If you say, like, if your software saves someone money and you say, well, if we don't save you X amount in 90 days, you're going to get your whole money back that you paid us. That's a nice thing. All right? Or the ways you can do this is money back, right? In full or percentages, depending on what your margins allow and how risky you want to do this. And also depending on how many case studies you have. Because it's like an inverse. If you have a lot of case studies, your guarantee can be worse. And if you have a little case study, then your guarantee needs to be better, right? They exist like this. You can just say pay on results, which is like, do you actually only pay when you get something out of it? Which could be like per appointment or per lead, like a percentage cut from whatever you do, from revenue, from money saved, from taxes saved, from whatever your software does, right? You can have usage-based, which is just like you literally just pay for what you use. And all of these things will be your guarantee/risk reversal, which makes it attractive for cold traffic.